In this video, we're going to look at the prices of the most commonly used building materials: sand, cement, stones, iron rods, and more. But before we get into the prices of the building materials, tell me how much you think this stoneworks that you are seeing on your screen is going to cost you. And if you're wondering what this is, well, we have a dedicated interview for that. So if you haven't yet subscribed, kindly subscribe and turn on all notifications. At the end of the video, we're going to tell you how much the stoneworks for this house costs. And with that said, let's get straight into the price of iron rods. Today, a ton of iron rods is selling for about 7,200, which is good because in November, a ton of iron rods was selling for about 7,300 Ghana cedis. For mild steel, that means that there has been 100 cedis reduction, which is good for everybody. So I advise that if you are starting your building project, which you should start, I don't know why you haven't started, then you should purchase your iron rods in bulk, because these things, the prices tend to fluctuate a lot. Today it may be down, next month it might be a bit higher. So now let's look at the individual units of the mild steel iron rods. Today you can get a 20 millimeters at 134.50 Ghana cedis, and for that you need 45 pieces. You can get a 16 millimeters at 104.30 Ghana cedis, and you can get 70 pieces to give you a ton. Then you can get a 14 millimeters at 76.90. 95 pieces are going to give you a ton. You can get a 12 millimeters at 58.40. 125 pieces would give you a ton. And then you can get a 10 millimeters for 34.50. 180 pieces will give you a ton. Again, let us know how much it costs in your local area. Where do you purchase your iron rods from? When was the last time you purchased it, and how much did it cost? Next, if you want a 3x8, then it's selling at 16.70 Ghana cedis for an individual unit, and 300 pieces will give you a ton. Now, if you want high tensile iron rods, the type that you typically use for large multi-complex story buildings or apartments or skyscrapers, then a ton is selling for about 9,400 Ghana cedis. And if you want the individual units, then 20 millimeters is selling for 284.90. Always check with an expert whether you need high tensile or mild steel for your building project. And if you want the 16 millimeters, it's selling at 180.80 Ghana cedis. A 12 millimeters selling for 102.2. The 10 millimeters selling at 70.20. And the 3x8 is selling at 47 Ghana cedis. Binding wire, a coil is selling at 55 Ghana cedis. Kindly let me know how much you purchase yours for. Next, let's look at cement, because you're going to use cement in every stage of your building project. And today, a bag of cement, Gasem or Jata, is selling at about 93 Ghana cedis. If you want the cheaper alternatives like CMAF and Super Sam, then you can get the 42.5R for about 83 cedis to 87 Ghana cedis. Again, I'm interested in knowing how much it costs you, because we ask in different areas. That's why I'm giving you the range. But let me know how much you purchase your bag of cement for. Do you prefer any particular brand, or you don't really care? Once it's 42.5, 32.5, you just purchase. Then if you want the 32.5R grade, CMAF is selling for 70 to 73 Ghana cedis. Super Sam is selling at 70 cedis. Empire is selling at 67, and Soul is selling at 67 Ghana cedis. Now, if you want a trip of sand or stones, you can get it as usual between 1,000 to 2,500 for a trip of sand, and it depends on the cubic capacity of the truck that's going to deliver the sand and how far away it is to your building site and where they are going to fetch it. Typically, the single cubic capacity trucks are selling between 1,000 to 1,500, while the double cubic capacity are selling between 2,000 to 2,500 Ghana cedis, depending on the factors that I spoke about. And most of the time, the same thing for stones. Now, if you want nails, a box is selling for 52 Ghana cedis. Again, I'm interested in knowing where you purchase yours from and how much it costs. Next, let's look at wood, because I recently purchased some wood for scaffolding works, and the Wawa boards is selling at about 90 to 120 Ghana cedis. The 2x4, 2x6, etc. all have remained relatively stable. And I think it's also a good point for us to look at from January till December 2023 and what the trend has been, which says one thing: if you want to build, this is the best time to start, especially in 2024. We started a challenge on TikTok and Instagram, which is called the ABH Challenge, ABH for Africa Building Hub. We are encouraging everybody to at least start a building project and try and finish by December 2024. We know it's not going to be easy, but you don't need to build a 5-bedroom house or a mansion. You can start with just one room, and building a one room can cost you between, let's say, 70,000 to 150,000, depending on the design. Then you can probably budget like 2-bedroom house, which Ishmael Lamte has built, and it cost him less than 400,000 Ghana cedis, including solar, water, tiles, lighting, everything. So you can do it. If you want to be a part of that challenge, then I would encourage you to go to our TikTok or Instagram pages, follow us there, check out that video with the challenge, and then accept or join the challenge, and then be sharing your progress with us. We would also be providing the needed expertise, consultancy, and labor in terms of masonry, carpentry, tilers, everybody that you need for your building project at discounted cost. And again, if you are watching and you are into any kind of service, you can engage us in the year 2024 to help you promote your business and services. Now, we've been getting a lot of questions like, how much does a laborer charge and how much does a mason charge? So in this video, let us just add that bit of it. Then we proceed to tell you how much this stone works that you are seeing on your screen cost. Now, typically a mason charges about 150 cedis per day, and a laborer charges about 100 Ghana cedis. Now, you want to know how many blocks they can lay. They can lay between 40 to 45 per bag of cement. So typically in a day, they are going to lay 2 bags of cement, and that's about 80 to 90 blocks. I hope that helps you in your calculation. If you need dedicated consultation, we're going to put a link, just book, and then we are going to see how best we can help you. And now let's talk about the price of the stone finishing that you are seeing on this building project. So this entire stonework that you are seeing on this building project cost me close to 18,000 Ghana cedis for the stones, the cement used, the acid used. All the details are in this video that we made specifically for you to check out and to learn more about stone cladding for your building. And we'll see you on that video. Happy New Year. Thanks, Bebre.